Next up, we are going to talk about Adam Levine. So, Adam Levine, lead singer Maroon 5. I don't listen to Maroon 5, although I've heard a bunch of the songs that he's been featured on that have been popular. So, well aware of who this guy is, general fan of music. So, I do know who this guy is, but he is trending for all of the wrong reasons. So, he's married, been married for years. He has 2 kids with his wife. This is public knowledge, but he's now being exposed by an Instagram model, of course. Um, for an extramarital affair. So I'm just gonna read something from an article that I found on. Let's see, I found this on page 6. So I'll go ahead and share this so that we can all see what's going on here. Um, So, this is an article from page 6. It says Summer Stroll. That's the Instagram model's name. Summer Stroll message after Adam Levine's. Well, no. So the article says Summer Stroll shares cryptic message after Adam Levine's affair denial. Summer Stroll had a shady response to Adam Levine's denial over their alleged affair. Quote, someone get this man a dictionary. The Instagram model 23 cryptically posted on her Instagram stories on Tuesday, only a few hours after the Maroon 5 frontman 43 claimed he, quote, did not have an affair, but rather, quote, crossed the line. Levine admitted to exchanging flirty messages with someone other than his wife, Behati Prinsloo. I hope I'm saying that right. But implied that was all that happened. Quote, I used poor judgment in speaking with anyone other than my wife in any kind of flirtatious manner.
Mm.
The, the She Will Be Loved singer said on his Instagram stories earlier on Tuesday. However, Stroll claimed to page 6 Tuesday that she and Levine did have a physical relationship in 2021. In a viral video posted to TikTok, where Stroll first made the cheating allegations, the model posted screenshots of text messages that Levine allegedly sent her. One read, "You are 50 times hotter in person, and and so am I." Ha ha ha. Which would imply that the brunette, which would imply that the brunette beauty and rocker had met up at some point. Stroll also told us that she and Levine have not spoken in months. Meanwhile, the voice star is looking to move past the scandal. Quote, to be this naive and stupid enough to risk the only thing that truly matters to me was the greatest mistake I could ever make. He also said in his statement, I will never make it again. I take full responsibility. We will get through it and we will get through it together. And then it talks about his kids. Stroh apologized to Prince Lou, who's 34, in a second TikTok video on Monday, stating that she, quote, fully realizes she is not the victim in the situation. I'm not the one getting hurt in this. It's Behati and her children, the model added. And for that, I am so, so sorry. So there you have it. Adam Levine, getting caught thirsting, getting exposed for thirsting after an Instagram model. Now, for a little more background information, there have been other women who have come out saying that Adam Levine approached them with similar behavior.
Oh no.
Yeah. So more women come forward accusing singer of sending flirty messages. A comedian named Marika posted a series of screen grabs Tuesday of an alleged convo with the singer in which he tells her, quote, distract yourself by effing with me. Marika also posted a private video Levine allegedly sent her in which he says, quote, I'm stupid, though the context in which he sent it isn't totally clear. Another woman, Allison Rousseff, also posted a series of DMs allegedly sent to her from Adam, which read in part, I shouldn't be talking to you. I shouldn't be talking to you, right? During another exchange, when Allison states she only likes metal music, Levine allegedly responds, said no hot chicks ever other than you. Allison says she made the decision to post the DMs because she feels really bad for Adam's wife, VS model Behati Prinsloo, and encourages other girls to do the same. Wow. So she's openly encouraging these women to out him for all of this. So I just wanted to bring this up and talk about this mainly for the Adam Levine angle. Um, so and I mentioned this before, and I'm gonna let you go ahead and say what you got to say.
Mm.
But maybe this is just me speaking from my position of not being a famous rich celebrity. But I've just never noticed why guys who have the ability to get whatever woman they want whenever they want, even if they're married, uh, open themselves up to this kind of exposure by doing it on social media. That's the part of this that I don't understand. But I'll go ahead and leave my initial remarks there. Penny, for your thoughts on what you have to say about this very ugly situation with this guy. I don't think this is going to end well for him, but that's just my initial speculation.
Um. Yeah, this is messy, man. This is messy stuff. Um. Yeah, I hate to hear stuff like this. Honestly, this is whack. It's kind of like the Tom Brady thing, where I'm not even investing in this guy. This sucks for him. But hey, he's the guilty party, right? He's the one out here doing it. So it's kind of like what you said in our first conversation, where we were talking about the qualifications of cheating. Like how women say, if you're having an emotional attachment to her or whatever, you're cheating on me. Um, I kind of have the same philosophy, and I got it from women. And so if if having an emotional attachment to somebody else is a thing, and that's cheating to you, then behavior like this, uh DMing somebody online, having inappropriate conversations at work, you're cheating. And so if you can't do it in front of your partner, you're cheating. So uh he probably didn't have to carry it out. That's why he said he made a bad decision on trying to, hey, I never hooked up with her. I was just talking to her, and that was a bad decision on my part, you know. So even if that's his thing, it's like, bro, that's not clean. Um, that's I don't know how much damage control you got to do to handle that. So yeah, I just feel like this is very unfortunate. But when you're in a serious marriage, you got two kids, and you're posing in a dress with your kids, you're really invested in that situation. And so it's wild for celebrities because they have a black card, and the only thing they have to do is just say, I'm Adam Levine, lead singer of Maroon 5, and then draws is coming off. And so him shooting shots online, um that's low hanging fruit. I'm not trying to recommend the right thing to do, but do that on tour, bro. um what most musicians and athletes do. So yeah, this is for him, leaving a paper trail of dirty work. He asked for this, and it sucks. I think this is bad for him, but at the same time, I can only feel but so bad, because that's reckless behavior. That's really like reckless behavior. So, how are your thoughts on this?
Yeah, I'm pissed at him. So
Mhm.
like, and I referenced this same video last week when we talked about Ray Allen and his Bryant Coleman situation. And I was saying to myself, like, so I can understand. And again, this is me just being like, this is me basically getting on my high horse and proclaiming that this is how the world should be according to JV wins. And I get that. I get that. But humor me if you will. Like, if it was me, if it's me or somebody like me, an anonymous, private, non-millionaire, non-celebrity, and I'm in and I would never do this because I'm opposed to this type of behavior. But just hypothetically speaking, and I'm all over social media on Instagram in chicks' DMs trying to get their attention on Instagram and whatnot, I would halfway, even though I would say you shouldn't be doing that, period. Like I'm opposed to any kind of social media thirsting on the part of men. I think all men should stop it. I hate it. I hate all forms of it. I think all men should not do it ever. So even though I would say, hey man, I don't think you should be doing that. You want to meet women, put on your best outfit and go out to the bar or your local watering hole and put your social skills to work and meet women that way. That's what I would say. But like, even then, if it's an anonymous, non-millionaire, non-celebrity, private individual, and they were doing this, despite my misgivings, I would be like, whatever. You don't have the requisite qualifications to not absolutely have to do this. So I'd be like, even though I don't agree with it, whatever. But a person like Ray Allen, I talked about this when we talked about that video years ago, and then an individual like Adam Levine, I don't understand this because you're a rich, famous person. You have all of the requisite qualifications to not have to do this. You don't have to be in DMs. You don't have to. Like, I get that it's there. I get it. I get it. I get that it's there. And again, I recognize that I'm on a soapbox right now, and I'm kind of shouting about how I feel like the world should be. I get
Mhm.
it. But this frustrates me because if the guys who don't have to do this are still doing it, then there's no reason for guys who could stand to gain more from doing it. There's no reason for them to stop. Does that make sense?
No, totally.
Like, so that, like, there's no reason that if I'm doing a bunch of if I'm falling for all of these Instagram thirst traps, trying to holler at all of these Instagram models, and I'm all over chicks DMs, and I'm basically begging a woman for her attention by pestering her in her social media feeds, boosting her ego and validating her existence merely for the sake of her existence. Then if I don't have the requisite qualifications to not have to do that, that's one thing. But if I'm a rich, famous, self-actualized celebrity and I can literally walk into any place and snap my fingers and get any woman I want in person, and I didn't go through the muck of being all in DMs, why aren't we? Why wouldn't you do that? And so, that's the part about this that frustrates me is like seeing this stuff play out with these people who are in his position. If he's doing it, then you damn sure better believe every other guy in the world who ain't in his shoes is going to do it too. So, like, it goes to show you that there's no slowing down this this internet thirsting stuff. It's only going to continue to pick up steam. It's going to get stronger. The momentum for it is going to continue and it's going to get stronger. And I just wish that there was more balance to this situation, and you didn't have guys who have all of the qualifications necessary to not have to thirst on the internet.
Mhm.
I wish we had those guys not doing it. But yet and still, here's Adam Levine, just like Ray Allen all of them years ago, and the rest of these other simpleton NBA players and NFL players and these entertainers. You don't even have to, bro. You can get whatever girl you want without having to do that. And you get into these DMs and you leave receipts, and now these women want to expose you if something don't go right. Now you're embarrassed publicly. And in the case of an individual like Adam Levine, if it really goes south and you end up getting divorced, how much alimony how much do you think those alimony payments are going to be per month?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? How much are you going to be paying? Spousal support, child support. You got 2 kids. If this goes bad enough, now this really has some serious ramifications, all because you couldn't help but thirst on Instagram. So, like, I'm not even sitting up here being a moralist saying, and whatever your personal feelings on infidelity are, that aside, I'm not sitting up here being a moralist saying don't ever cheat on your wife. I'm not saying that I would do that. I'm just saying if you're someone who is in his shoes and you have all of the requisite qualifications to be able to do this cleanly without leaving any sort of trail, why are you doing it in such a sloppy manner? As though you're some private everyday Joe who, works a 9 to 5 and you don't have a following and you're not a rich celebrity. Leave that up to those guys to do that. Why are you, doing the same type stuff? And that's what frustrates me about this the most. I don't even really get into whether he should or should not have cheated. It is what it is with that kind of stuff. See the first topic that we did where we talked about, the disparity between men and women and the rates of infidelity and why each sex does it. But, in terms of just your motivations for doing it and the means by which you go about doing it, come on, man. More people need to adopt the Derek Jeter model. You know, pick up that NDA agreement. Seriously, do it in person, man. Slide over that NDA agreement so that you can't get your DMs exposed if you're so inclined to do the DM thing. But really, I feel like you shouldn't even be on the internet. Get off. Get off of it. This stuff is such a drug to these freaking narcissists, these celebrities, and these people who just think that they're impervious to any sort of calamity. And now a calamity has befallen you, Adam Levine, and you do have no one to blame but yourself.
Yep. And I'm sitting here looking at our IG, and I get it. She definitely has breast augmentation. But I'm just looking at this, and I'm not really impressed. That's a nice picture, but I'm not really impressed. And I went to the Miami Texas A&M game this past weekend. Had a great time. Um, and Texas A&M country, College Station. I mean, there were girls everywhere. I mean, there was so many of the bunnies out there, and I seen some out there that were just regular Texas A&M students that looked better than this girl. If I was Adam Levine, lead singer of Maroon 5, walking through that crowd, wouldn't have to send one message. Wouldn't have to send one message. And again, I'm not advocating nor telling people how to cheat.
Right.
It's just, but like you said, it's stupid. And you're acting as if you're not him. And
Exactly.
like you can go to the grocery store and find something uh better than this. Granted, she's a model, but was she an IG model? So what does that even mean?
I don't know.
So yeah, the new thing, man, because she also looks young. She's got 407,000
She's like
followers.
23. Yeah. She's
Yeah,
like
so she
23, 24,
so
something like that.
so she's a young person, and this is part of the young people's movement is to out whoever got in a DM for clout. And I'm sure her followers shot up after all of this crap. And I'm pretty sure she's gonna get money out of this. So you don't win reaching down like that um on the internets because they're going to expose you.
Yeah.
They're just going to do that. So again, man, I don't know what he was thinking. If because I'm not surprised that more women are coming out because that's more clout for those women. And so for him to have this behavior overall, it's confusing and disappointing. Um, jeopardizing a whole situation, kids and all of that. Yeah, that's wild business, man. And so, but yeah, whenever I look at situations like this and the person gets outed and I see who the outed, the person that's outing them looks like, and it's like, I'm never blown away. There's so,
Yeah.
mu- there's so many beautiful people in the world. There's so many. But the ones that get labeled model are the ones that get held to a higher esteem. Yet and
Hmm.
still, I see better looking women on a regular basis than that. Are they as dolled up as this person? No. But if that girl got as dolled up, she would look better.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, man, I was at that game and I saw so many women out there. I mean, bro, by the way, it was blowing FSU out of the water. I was
I
like,
don't
oh,
know. I don't
nah,
know.
dude, nah. You
I
had to see
gotta.
what I saw.
I would have to be out there. I would have to be out there. Florida State. Florida State is tough.
No,
Florida
Florida
State is
State
tough.
got it. Florida State got it going on. But when I was saying, I was like, it was the numbers.
Yeah.
It was so many of them, and I was just like, what is going on out here in College Station?
I don't know, man. There was an article written not too long ago. They I don't know how they compiled this information, but it was like college campuses with the most attractive women, and Florida State was like top 5.
Oh yeah,
Florida
yeah,
State
yeah.
was like number 3.
Mhm.
So Florida State's tough. Now I haven't been to College Station, granted, so my opinion on this is not fully informed. But the bigger point is I agree with what you're saying.
Yeah,
Whether it's on Florida State's campus or College Station, you're gonna see so many girls who look better than that, who are just in person and they're everywhere, and you don't have to be in no DMs and stuff. So yeah, I
I
agree with what
mean,
you're saying. Yeah.
yeah, and I guess I'm pretty sure. I guess he does get his stuff off at his shows because groupie love at shows is a thing, but I need more. And so, yeah, and so I'm pretty sure he does his own thing on the side outside of Instagram. But hell, while I'm on Instagram, I might as well shoot over here and over there. And
Mm-hmm.
so when LeBron was having his moments of stuff like that, and I was like, LeBron, what are you doing? You're LeBron James. Like the whole world knows you. You know what I'm saying? Like there's millions of women literally that are not like online like that that
Mm-hmm.
that would throw themselves at you. And
That
here
look
you
and
go.
look better than the girl that you're thirsting after.
It's mind-boggling.
Yeah.
Like I've never the hardest I thirsted online was, you know what I'm saying, liking pictures. Oh, I'm gonna like this one. Hey, I'm gonna like this one. Sometimes I used to leave comments, in the feed, but I never went the DM route. Not saying that I'm better or anything. To me, it comes off, yeah, like you said, thirsty, and it's kind of corny. And corny, thirsty behavior eventually gets outed.
It
And
does.
yeah, so yeah, this is corny from a guy who has so much status and influential power. For him to He's not throwing it all down the drain, but he damn sure jeopardized something that's pretty important to him, I would say. And
Yeah.
and that's the thing, man. If you really got somebody next to you that's solid and you know he or she is really holding it down, um people really got to appreciate that nowadays. I don't know what his marriage is like, but let's assume that it's standard and pretty good. For you to jeopardize something so strong for something so fickle, it's disappointing, and I it never really makes sense to me. When the getting is good and I'm in a relationship, I got blinders on. I got blinders on. My work conversations are straight up. If there was an audio recording of what I was saying to whatever girl, everything comes out clean because I like to sleep good at night when I'm dealing with a girl. And when you living dirty like this, you know it's a you wake up dirty, and it's just not clean. So take heed out there, everybody. Internet thirsting is not the move. You don't have to be Levine to get out it. The only thing you need is your old lady on your page and hear that girl go come and DMing your girl and saying, hey, you might want to take a look at these screenshots. So tighten up out there. This internet stuff is a facade. um don't waste your time, don't waste your energy. uh And yeah, man, I'm with you with the whole thing of internet thirsting needs to come to a complete halt. And that will reverse some BBL surgeries. That'll reverse a lot of this madness that's going on. And yeah, just like I used to talk about with the OnlyFans and stuff like that, um, we're only adding fuel to the fire of this madness when we're behaving like this as men. So shame on Levine, man. I'm not a tisk tisk guy, but this is a tisk tisk situation. Wasn't was it Kanye? Was he on a Kanye song or was it Lupe Fiasco? I think it was Lupe
It might have
Fiasco.
been both, but he was on Heard 'Em Say with Kanye off of
Okay.
Late Registration.
Okay. Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. That was he crushed that shit.
yeah.
I love
He's
that
been
song.
on a lot of he's been on a lot of stuff. You probably just can't think of it off the top of your head.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
I'm not a Maroon 5 guy. I was more of a Coldplay guy. Boo. I was more of a Cold. Sorry. I like Cold. I like that guy. So but yeah,
mhm.
what you was about to say?
No, no, I hear all of that. Yeah, I do. I think that a lot of there are certain aspects of how relationships are so dysfunctional that I do think would be alleviated if there was not so much internet thirsting on the part of men. So I do agree with that point too. That can be its own video by itself too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, but furthermore, I live in a world where if you work hard enough to achieve something, you get to reap the benefits of your achievement. So, like, if I grew up poor and I worked hard and now I'm rich, I can afford that be driven everywhere instead of riding a bike or not having a car or having to do all my own driving, or like if I'm rich, I've earned the ability to be able to hire someone to clean my house. Like I believe in the linear nature of things in that way. If I work hard to achieve something, I have gained access to certain privileges that I didn't have before I earned before I did all of this achieving. And so for me, like one of the aspects of achieving and getting to the point where you've become uber successful is I have made it to a certain point of achievement that I do not have to beg or grovel or be all up in women's DMs on social media, on the internet. Like if I've reached that point, if I've reached that level of success, I shouldn't have to do that anymore. And you don't. Like I agree, like, and I do think that Adam Levine probably does, like you said, gets his groupie love, his show love, and all of that kind of stuff too. Like you should be doing that only. Like do that. Do that. You can get it whenever you want, however often you want. So stick to that. Don't hop up in DMs too. You've graduated beyond that point. You don't have to do that anymore. That's for
Exactly.
commoners and people who haven't achieved the level of success that you have.
Right.
If you, as an individual who has achieved the height of success, is going to stoop to that kind of behavior, what message does that send to the people who are supposed to be doing it? Like, and that's what I'm doing. Like, and that's what I mentioned when it comes to this trickle down effect. Like, you know, people who I know who be thirsting, they ain't never gonna stop if they see Adam Levine thirsting. If a rich guy's gonna thirst, then why can't I thirst? If a rich guy's thirsting on Instagram, all up in chicks' DMs, then why can't me, a 9 to 5er, do it?
Mm-hmm.
There's no reason why I'm gonna stop if the rich guy isn't gonna stop. Because even if I aspire one day to get to that point where he is, I already know that when I get there, I'm still gonna be doing the same thing. So why stop? I might as well just keep going.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, man. That's just how I look at this stuff. It disappoints me when I see this kind of stuff playing out because it makes me feel like there's no hope. Because I imagine that one day I'm going to be able to self actualize, and when I get to the point where I'm financially free and I've self actualized, and I'm my own check writer, I envision being able to reap the benefits of that, both in terms of my personal and professional life and in terms of my relationship life.
Mm-hmm.
And if I see that that's not possible, then that's one less incentive for me to do to strive for that. Even though, me being me, I'm never gonna stop striving to achieve it. But damn, like that's a pretty big perk. And if I'm not gonna be able to take advantage of that perk because I see that even upon getting to that status, I still might have to resort to being in chicks' DMs. Oh man, like that's a tough pill for me to swallow. It really
Mhm.
is.
Mhm.
And I do think people like Adam Levine owe it to not necessarily me individually, but other guys to set a better example. Not I'm not trying to engage. I'm not trying to engage in righteous indignation, but you don't have to do that. You can do whatever you want. You're Adam Levine. You can get whatever girl you want, whatever, and
So bizarre.
you don't have to slide in DMs. You don't have to. You can be Adam Levine right now and go to Trader Joe's, and there's gonna be some 9 or 10 in Trader Joe's, because no matter what public place you go to, there's at least a few 9 or 10 women in there, because there's beautiful women all over the place. They're
Exactly.
everywhere. I can't
Exactly.
go. I can't go a single day without seeing beautiful women in person. It doesn't matter where I go,
Mhm.
right? It can be anywhere, and I'm gonna see him. So he can go anywhere. He can go to Trader Joe's. He can go to Whole Foods. It doesn't matter where he goes. They're all over the place. Shoot that shot, bro. She's gonna oblige. She's gonna do it. So it's just like, why are you in DMs? Why? I don't care who she is. I don't give a damn what kind of Instagram model she is. You're above that. You're above it. Like that's just how I feel. Um,
Hey, nah, I totally agree, man. That again, like to touch on that last point, and I'll be done with the first topic that we talked about. I mean, yeah, this is one of those guys who he's an achiever, man, and he's on that totem pole, high up enough on that totem pole where he's the one that's slaying multiple women and getting
mhm,
whatever he want because he's reached this level of status and success or whatnot. And so those were the ones that we said that have the options or the black card
mhm.
to cheat.
Right, right,
And so, yeah,
right.
he's clearly doing it. And so, if you're going to be this guy that's so high up on the totem pole and you want to cheat, the only thing we're saying is, hey, bro, if you're going to do this because you're going to do it, this is a sloppy, stupid way to do it.
For
And
real, man.
if you want to jeopardize your life, your finances, your legacy with this foolishness, with a basic girl that you can find on any college campus, it blows my mind.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. So goofy stuff, man. I hate when families go through stuff like this because I'm a real big family guy. You know what I'm saying? And so when because the kids suffer from this.
Mhm.
And so I'm not a big fan of that part. So for him to jeopardize his entire family, I'm pretty sure she thinks and already assumes he does his thing on the road when she's not welcome. So take that leeway pass.
Mhm.
Don't
Yeah.
embarrass her and the rest of your family with this goofy internet thirsting.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
yeah, that's my final point on this, man. But
Yeah.
hopefully they stay together and the kids, you know, they're too young to understand what's going on right now. So
Yeah. Yep. We'll go ahead and end it on that note, man. Again, I'm not trying to be a moralist and try to dictate whether one should or should not cheat. I'm just saying when you've reached a point where you can do things cleanly and do it at a certain level, do it at that level. Live up to the status that you've achieved to. Like regular guys, department store guys, retail guys, um, you know, fast food working guys, restaurant guys, service industry guys. You know, those are the guys who are in DMs because they just have to shoot as many shots as they can to get as many bites at the apple as possible. You are someone who gets apples thrown at him. So you don't even have to do this stuff anymore. So you
exactly.
shouldn't be doing it. You shouldn't do it. Don't give power to these women with these by capitulating to this thirst trap, to these thirst machines. And so that's where I kind of look at him and I say, bro, you royally screwed the pooch on that, man. It's disappointing. It pisses me off. It really does.
Hmm.
Um, But having said that, we're gonna go ahead and close out, man. Good luck to you, Adam Levine, and your whatever you got going on. And I hope for your sake that you learn how to not thirst after average looking Instagram models. And
Please don't do it.
we will leave it there. But we're gonna go ahead and close out for this week's video, man. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. As usual, JB Wins, Dogon SS. We appreciate you supporting logical content. If you enjoyed the commentary in this video, please subscribe to the channel, hit the like button. It comes at no cost to you. We certainly appreciate the support. You can follow the Conscious Approach page on Instagram at ConApproach, ConApproach, and you can also follow me on Instagram at JVWins. If you're watching this video on the Facebook page, like the Facebook page, share the video, comment wherever you're watching the video, whether you're on the YouTube channel or on the Meta page. Certainly appreciate that. Always appreciate you supporting logical content. Check out the website as well, consciousapproach.com. We're going to continue to crank out more videos. We do this every Tuesday with additional uploads throughout the weekend in case you missed it. So whether you're watching this during the live stream or whether you're watching this as a standalone video, keep tuning in, man. Keep supporting logical content. Keep supporting the channel. We certainly appreciate that.
Yes, sir. And the name is Dogon SS. You can find me on Instagram at Dogon_SS or on YouTube at Dogon SS or my other YouTube channel, Hurricane Dogon, right, where I cover the Miami Hurricanes and also anything college football related. All right, so go ahead and like and subscribe over there. Hit bells for notifications over there too, because I will be going live. All right, so yeah, like JV says, man. Continue to support the logical content, man. We really appreciate you guys for watching. Like 100, can't express that enough. All right. But like I always say, man, don't be too high, don't be too low. Keep it even kill, keep it chill, keep it player. You know what I'm saying? Keep it neutral, man. Don't let anybody get you off your pivot. All right. Don't let anybody get you upset. All right. You're the controller of that, not them. All right. So yeah, support that logical content, and we'll catch you guys on the next time. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. And fellas out there, stay out of the DMs.
Don't
Stay
do
out
it.
of the DMs. Get your rod and go fishing for your own catch. It's
Yes.
well worth the experience.
It's so
Stay
rewarding.
out of the DMs, please. I'm begging you. You're killing us all with this stuff.
Please.
Yeah. But on that note, man, we're gonna go ahead and close out, man. Appreciate you for watching. We'll catch you on the next video. But until then, we're out. Peace.
Peace. Screw.